Okay, I started this with my hat on, just in case anyone doesn't recognise me. Right, so now you do. I'm that bloke with the fucked purple fedora. Okay, see? I know, completely different. Okay, so just want to share you. Have you noticed what they've done to the weather? They did it. They did it. They did this to the weather. Right? It was really, really sunny, and people were being tempted to go out and spend the day at the beach or in the park, or what people. I don't know what people do. I don't go out anywhere, so I don't know what people do. But whatever they do, they were thinking about doing it. People. So I don't know if you've noticed, but in the last couple of days, there's been a few more aeroplanes about with massive, great, what are they calling things? Chemtrails, that's it, chemtrails, yeah, I know that's what they're called. I've got a good as tin hat as everybody else. So, what those chemtrails were, they were seeding the weather. This is a cause of those planes that have been out the last couple of days, because there were no planes out, you didn't see any going past, and then suddenly the last couple of days there have been loads of them around, not as many as there were before, but loads. Anyway, that's to make this weather. So that's my Coronaspiracy. Okay, anyway, so I've actually come on to read you this poem. I finished a scribble today, really happily. It's called Love Conquers All But Nothing Lasts Forever. And so that's done and dusted. I'm happy with that. I've got another one to carry on with today. I'm not that spazzy today because I've had some lovely, lovely medicine, and that's made me unspazzy. So I wrote a poem as well. There's a little bit of a tribute to an old poet, J. Milton Hayes. You may have heard of him. His name's James, but he's always put on that as J. Milton Hayes. And he was an actor and a poet. I think he wrote this. I'm only going to do a little bit of it, but he wrote it in 1911 or something. There's a one-eyed yellow idol to the north of Kathmandu. There's a little marble cross below the town. There's a broken-hearted woman tends the grave of mad Karoo, and the yellow god forever gazes down. Where did it all come from? What are they doing? When it's done and dusted, will civilization be lain in ruin? Since before this virus appeared, governments had become far seedier, and you'll scare the shirt right off your back, believing social media. In the New World Order, Coronaspiracies abound. Every day a new one makes our heads spin round and round. They made it in a laboratory, but we know not who they are. The men behind, or something as bizarre. It isn't real, it's just a scam, is what I hear folks say. But people aren't surviving to see another day. It's all 5G, I hear some say, which makes me quite amused. Another pile of bullshit to make people corona-fused. Civilization was starting to crumble. They were fearful at the top. So the governments got together to make dissension stop. I can't believe the stuff I hear, it spins my head around. But in the New World Order, Coronaspiracies abound. But there is a really good side effect that isn't all that strange. The air is getting clearer. Is this corona climate change? Because the world is virtually locked down, very few planes and cars, and industry almost at a stop, and restaurants, cafes and bars. Now many people have been encouraged to become a neighbourhood snitch, and every time a car door slams, 100 curtains twitch. Then the government award themselves another 10 grand more to sit at home like the heroes they are and fight this viral war. While people are literally penniless and food is getting short. Those with an extra 10 grand more can afford more coke to snort. What could be the answer? I really wish I knew. But there's a one-eyed yellow idol to the north of Kathmandu. There's a little marble cross below the town. There's a broken-hearted woman tends the graves of me and you, and the yellow god forever gazes down. Namaste.